Hello everyone, if you're new, my name is Brunel. For those of you returning, sorry, it's been a while, apologies. But today, anyway, I am testing a new foundation. Oh God, I've not sat in front of the camera for so long, I have no idea what I'm saying. So please bear with me. We are testing the new foundation from One Size, which is the Turn Up the Base foundation. And according to this, I think it comes in 38 shades, could be wrong. I bought mine from Sephora, £46 I think it might be, but it's £41 on the One Size website, but you have to also take into account shipping costs and so on, so take that into account. Now, I went on a website, and on Sephora at the time, they didn't have the shade finder option available, but I picked this shade, and then I went on One Size itself where they had the shade finder option, and it chose the same shade that I initially thought of, which is the Dark Deep 45G for golden undertone. This is the packaging. Hopefully it's going to be okay, because that's what it picked for me. It comes in a glass bottle. So that's that. And it does say to shake well. But according to them, this is a... God. It is full coverage, soft matte, waterproof, sweat-proof, long wear and weightless, won't clog the pores, dermatologically tested with 16 clean ingredients. It does say here, a full beat reimagined. This long wear soft matte foundation is formulated to deliver full coverage with only 16 clean ingredients, hugging skin with max comfort all day. It visibly blurs and smooths skin flawlessly without clogging pores. And yes, it tells you some of the ingredients in there as well that you're going to have, but you can also read through. So no silicone as far as I can see here, but yeah, this is what we have. So shake it well, and hopefully it's going to be the right shade for me. Oh my God. I hate getting the wrong shade, because here in the UK most of the time, if it's the wrong shade, you're stuck with it. You can't return it, and that's that. So you'll have to buy something else. So, ooh, I've gone with one pump. That's not bad. That's not looking too bad. And it's quite a thick formula. Now I'm just going to apply that. Ooh, okay. Hopefully this is going to be okay. So I'm going to use a sponge, more because I don't want too much. Oh, I've just realized I don't have primer. You know what? I'm just going to go without the primer. I normally use a primer, and I was going to use the Maybelline Fit Me primer on this, but I haven't clearly, and I don't want to waste the product. So we're just going to go with it. Oh my God, this is going very well. I told you I haven't filmed anything for ages, but let's try it and see how it works out. Normally I use a primer because I've got very, very oily skin. So a primer is really useful for me. Not always for everyone else. That's fair enough. That one pump is covering my whole face. One pump. Okay, I think, I'm not too sure. I'm going to hold off on the shade match here. I'm just going to put a tiny little amount. Alright, so this is it on with just one layer. I don't need to layer it anymore. That's more than enough for me. And I didn't obviously spot conceal or anything underneath. I only smoothed everything out. It feels very, very, very lightweight, but I wish I had a primer. But it does feel very, very lightweight, so we'll see how it is. The time now is 19 minutes past 12. So I'm going to have this on probably about 6 hours, between 6 and 7 hours. Yeah, good coverage, and just taking into account that when you use a sponge, the sponge inevitably removes some of the product, so you do waste a bit of product as well. But I'm okay with having a really super thin layer. I don't like it to feel really kind of heavy on the face, considering I'm more comfortable nowadays with skin tints. So that's that, but not bad. I'm gonna quickly finish the rest of my face and just gonna go through that. I was going to contour, but I do wish shade wise that it was a little bit more yellow, because as I said, I'm a yellow undertone, but yeah, you get what you get, but I do wish it was a little bit more yellow. But we're just gonna finish off the rest of the face. This is the Fenty stick in espresso. I'm going to go with this Radiant Concealer from Vive. It is super thick. Whew. For bronzer, I'm going with the MUA Makeup bronzer in cream bronzer in Espresso as well. Espresso seems to be a very, very popular, but it's really nice, really smooth. I'm just gonna apply a smidgen. For blush, I'm going with e.l.f. blush. I can't tell what it is. I'll put it here during editing because I've got contact lenses on and yeah, I can't see. But I know that it is super pigmented, so I have to be so careful with it. Just one tiny little dot. And just blend that into my skin. Setting the concealer in place with the Trigwell setting powder. I love this. This is shade number 6. I've used this before. I like that. It's kind of like a muted yellow. It's not too yellow. I like Kunafa, but Kunafa is really yellow. So yeah, I'm just gonna set that in place. Dusting everything off lightly. I did put some on my nose because that is the area that gets really oily and shiny first. So I'm just going to go back in. Oh my god, I nearly dropped it. Oh my goodness. First time I'm using this, the Butter Blush from NYX, and this shade is oh my god, I'll put it up here somewhere. I can't remember the shade, but it is pretty, so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look. I'm looking at the monitor there, but oh, look at that. It is pigmented. Just 2 taps and that was, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a bit too much for me. I'll leave it for now and I'll just go over it with some powders. I'm gonna go back in with a bronzer. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, which is an OG, really. I mean, held it for years and years and years. Another powder. Whew, quite a few powders, but I am using super thin layers. This one is the first time I'm using this, so this is the one size, what is it, ultimate setting powder, and this is in a dark deep. So I've got only the travel size just to test it out and see. This is what it looks like on the inside. Just gonna go as light as I possibly can, just a super light dusting. Just set everything else. Ooh. Ooh. I think I like this powder. I really think I do. Not bad. Look at it. and then go over just to calm everything down. Okay, not bad. Final item, final powder. Whew, a finishing powder. I am very oily, and generally speaking, do I use all of these products? If I was going out somewhere, especially because I didn't use a primer, then yeah, these all make sense. But as I said, they're very light layers. I'm not going with super thick layers anyway. So the last powder that I'm gonna end up putting on my face is this one. This is the Rare Beauty powder, and brings back a little bit of yellow to my face. Thank goodness for that. And again, look how much I'm going with. So not a huge amount. And it's just again to just bring it back, my face back to life. It's a really nice powder. Almost done. I used the Fenty mascara to, you know, for my eyelashes. The eyes actually are the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Silk eyeshadows, and I think the shade Talia. So it's really easy. You can use it as a base. It kind of reduces the amount of creases on your lids. It's great, and it's so, yeah, really quick. You can use it as a base. You can use it as just an eyeshadow on its own. So this is what I've got on my face. I'm going to set my face now with what else but the One Size. It is a good one, but obviously there are cheaper ones as well that you can get. I think that L'Oreal has got one. With L'Oreal one, just be mindful. It doesn't necessarily mattify, it's just kind of locks in whatever you've got. So take that into account. Whew, let's go with this one. Whilst that's getting settled into my face, look at it. I've not done this much makeup in a long time, in a very long time. So whilst that's getting settled into my face, I'm going to finish off the lips. I'm going with this lip pencil from Makeup Revolution. Oh god, TGFI I think it's called. I mean, it needs to be sharpened, but it is lovely. It has like a burgundy kind of look to it, and it is so pigmented and glides on so easily. I absolutely love it. Look at that. And for lipstick, I'm gonna go with it's the Milani lipstick, and that is in the shade number Tease, 420 Tease. Looks, it's a little bit, oh god, let me show you what it looks like. Like such. Just going to apply that at the center. Finishing it off with gloss, my favorite, the Fenty Hot Chocolate gloss. Whew. Look at that, gorgeous. Okay people, this is my face all done. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the finished look. It still feels very light, and as you only use one pump and a smidgen, it's not too bad, and also taking into account that the sponge will take away some of the products, will just suck up some of the products. So I'm super happy with the coverage. I'm super happy with how it feels, how it glides onto the skin. And did my pores feel, did it feel a bit more kind of like airbrush kind of thing? I think it was more to do with the added powders and so on, but it didn't emphasize it. I didn't necessarily put it on and think, wow, you can't see my pores, but it wasn't bad at all. But those are my thoughts so far. I'm going to try and keep this on for about 6 or 7 hours. But as I didn't use the primer, as I keep saying, well, I don't know how well it's going to go. It might actually go very well indeed. With the other products and the powders that I use to set everything in place, it might work, and I may not notice a difference at all, which would be good because it means that next time I can save money and not have to use a primer. But I'm quite happy with the look. Okay, people, see you in about 4 hours time for a check-in. Morning people, it is check-in time. It is now 17:09, just in case you can see there. So 5 hours check-in, and this is what our face looks like. Still feels very, very light. There is clearly shine here on the inner corners of my nose. My nose, as I said earlier, is the most shiniest place, the place that shines the most and earliest. So it's no surprise, but actually the top end of my nose is actually quite all right. And then the sides are the ones which are more shiny. I've not touched it up. I've not done anything to my face whatsoever. So I'm just literally going to use one of the brushes I used earlier and just tap that on my nose. No new products whatsoever. And it feels really, really light on the skin. I really, really like it so far. So good, despite not having used a primer. And I think I'm going to wear this again till probably about 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm literally editing the video right now. So hopefully it won't be too long. But I'll see you in the final check-in before I give you my final thoughts. Good evening, people. Boy, I'm exhausted. I need to be quick. The video is taking, it's a lot longer video than I was expecting it to be. It is now 9 minutes past 8 in the evening. So it's not exactly 8 hours as in for the timeline that I gave you earlier, but we're just going to counter that it's 8 hour wear, okay? And this is what my face looks like. Now, apart from my nose, which feels a little bit kind of hot and uncomfortable, the rest of my face feels really, really defined. It does feel very weightless. It's a really nice formula as well. And I can't believe 16 ingredients and that was it. But it's performed really, really, really well. If you have got very, very oily skin, I would definitely recommend it for you. If you haven't, take it at your own risk. Probably best to get a sample installed somewhere and try it out first. But yeah, recommend it, absolutely. Is it the be all end all? No, but do you need it? Who needs foundation? Most people don't. It's makeup, but you do it because you enjoy it and you want to buy it. So if you have got the cash, I would definitely recommend this. I really, really enjoy using this and I will carry on using it. I do wish it was a bit more yellow, but it works really well. And especially when I use my concealers, which are more yellow based, it kind of balances out. And I'm interested to know what it's going to be like once I get to use his this primer as well, which is like oil sucker primer as well. I'm sure that will make a huge difference. And yeah, thank you people for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you. Bye.